Monkey Temple, September 24th. The group is kind of gathering out front. We're going to go up to the top.
Prayers on the rocks on the right hand side, and once you have the top.
Baby shy.
I think we got food.
So Nepalese are very careful when they have the, food and offerings. They can come from any direction and take hold of what you have. You have to hide. You have to hide in some of the places that keep it inside your shawls or your shari, so that
This no.
Tourists don't carry things to eat. Chocolates, they don't like the chocolates.
Yeah.
They like
You don't like the chocolate?
No, they don't. Usually, if you have like a biscuit or something like that, or fruits, then they will just.
Masa, ini pada anu, apa tu?
Tengo hermano la 9 de julio y no sé cómo hacerme que vuelva.
No sabes la psicopatía de las chicas.
Estamos muertos.
I think I told them, it is they go quicker than me. Then at the They believe that Kathmandu Valley was a lake at one time, and this was like an island here. And when Manjusri came here, put a seed of a lotus plant and went away. After 6 months, came back and found the lotus in bloom and made the stupa. This stupa is, some say 2,000 years ago, some say 2,500 years ago. This was smaller in size, and when different rulers came, they added something to it. And usually they make a stupa, because why they make a stupa? When Buddha died, when they did his cremation, the smoke went in the form of a dome. From that time on, they started to make the stupa. So in Nepal, we have the Mahayana sect, Mahayana and Hinayana. We follow the Mahayana Buddhism, and Dalai Lama is the head of the Mahayana Buddhism. He's in India. And they put the relics and they make the dome. The dome is solid, made of mud and brick.
Okay, this is the view from the Monkey Temple, downtown Kathmandu. Still can't see the big mountains, but it continues to keep clearing. It's about 75 degrees.
And the dome represents universe. They call it Garva, which represents the whole of the universe. At the top of the dome, you see the eyes, east, west, north and south. They are the looking eyes of Buddha. He's watching over you, so try to do good thing in life. So he's on top of the mountain and looking from all directions. Whatever you do, he keeps into a good eye. And at the top of the eye, you have a tika. That's the third eye of Buddha, or the spiritual power of Buddha. You cannot see that well, maybe from other angle. Just below the eye, there is like a question mark. That is the way we write one in Nepali. One. That means God is one. To reach to God, religions are different ways to reach to God, and the basic principle of all religion is the same. So at the top, you see like the rings going up there. I think 13 is the unlucky number in the West, not in the States. But in Buddhism, you have to take the 13th step for nirvana. That's the 13th spiritual step you take as you refine yourself. As you do good thing in life, you are promoted to the next step. So as you go higher and higher. At the top, you be a Buddha. Any person who is enlightened will become a Buddha. There is a lotus flower and there is an umbrella at the top. They call it Maru, Sameru, Heaven, Swar. And from the top, you see like a prayer flag. From time to time, they change the prayer flag after it gets discolored. If they have prayers written on it and they have different colors, and that means the Buddha's idea of Buddha is fluttering, it's flying with the wind.
By walking through. And the buddha lamps, you burn the buddha lamp to make merit, especially for someone that's dead already. So if you know somebody that's died and you want to do something good for that person can maybe have a better life, whoever that person is. His king, the father, got an astronomer to come and forecast his future. And the astronomer said, well, either this boy would be a great king or a great spiritual leader. And of course, the father, the king, didn't want him to become a spiritual leader, like a teacher or something. He wanted him to become a strong king. So he protected him from all anything that could upset him, all the outside. He was kept in the palace. He was given a wife and mistresses and good food and wine and everything that he could want. And after a while, he began to realize that there's more in life than enjoying wine and life and sex. And one day he went out of the palace, and outside of the palace he saw three things that really impressed him. He saw a sick person. He'd never seen a sick person in the palace because that was all hidden from him. And he saw an old person, realized that all of us, when we get old, we're going to die, and he saw a dead person. And he was very disturbed by this. Eventually, he decided to leave the palace. He went away, took off all his fine robes, gave them away, cut his long hair, and took off all his earrings and gave them all away, went into the forest, met 3 or 4 people that were meditating in the forest, looking for the meaning of life. So their idea was to starve themselves in the forest, beat themselves up, sit on a bed of nails, and try to find salvation that way. And after many years, 5-6 years of this, he still hadn't found it. So he left his companions in the forest, and he went to a place called Bodh Gaya. It's called Bodh Gaya now, in India, in Bihar state. And he sat under the Bodh tree. There's a Bodh tree in every temple. There's one on the other side, I think. A big Bodh tree with a very famous, beautiful leaf. And he sat and said, I'm going to sit here until I learn something about the meaning of life, about Buddhism, about why are we here? What's all this suffering about? Why do we have to suffer? And at the end of the period, the second thing, that the cause of our suffering is often desire. Desire for for things, a person, or money, or even not to die, or even to go to heaven when we die. It's a desire for something. If we can be desireless, we can overcome the suffering. The third thing, it's one of the most important things, and it differentiates Buddhism from all the other religions, is that all of us individually can change ourselves to overcome the desire.
She's called Kumari, a living goddess or virgin goddess. She's selected from one family, Shakya family, in which Buddha was born. She's from the same family as Buddha. There is a committee who selects the Kumari. Like she should have no scars on her body, perfect skin. She should have 32 physical good points from the head to the toe. 32? 32 points, like the shape of the eyes, the shape of the nose, the lips, as it goes. They have different marks even. And her horoscope must match the horoscope of the king. It should match the horoscope. She should have wings on her fingerprints. Chakra, it's the wings as many. She should be healthy. She should have a dark eye. And she was here around the age of 5 up to her puberty. she's confined to this place. Only few days in a year she's allowed to go outside, otherwise she's confined to this place. She is worshipped by the Hindus as well as by the Buddhists. For the Hindus, she is a child born of Parvati, wife of Shiva. And when we see her, and for the Buddhists, she is known as Bhadra Devi, the symbol of the same.
No?
Huh? No.
One here. Hello. Yeah. One here,
Hey ho! Hey Max! Okay, we're in a rickshaw group here.
Now we know where Mangesh got his technique.
Ufta. Yeah.
Boshi and Roshi mix. Lover Mr. Jai Pasupati Sadramari Bhatari Kana Sadati, Los Vini Baskaran, Torani Yasaru, Sandali Nana Kana Sun, Kana Baji Mother
All right. Drink it up. Ooh.
Oh no.
Ice cream, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Alright, very sweet. Tabalan pizza. Have you problem? Nanti, kimun jaga. The bani bani damdar sudah more more. Video ali. Is okay. Nepali okay.
It's super work, bro.
We're at Pashinath, and it's a Hindu. We're looking across the river. Only Hindus are allowed over there. And what we're looking at is a funeral pyre. There's one that just finished, and there's one that's just started.
Gentlemen, this way.
Oh, look, they're putting
So, this river is called Bagmati. We saw the river Vishnumati when we went towards Swayambhunath. So they unite and go down towards the south, and it meets the Ganges. It's one of the tributaries of the Ganges, and this is considered holy river. All rivers in Nepal is considered holy. And across the river, you see the platforms out there, square platform. That's where the cremation takes place. In the round, they don't do the cremation. They put the clothes when it was used for bathing. This and the round one, they keep their clothes when they bathe. The changing of the clothes is done in the round one. If somebody dies, as quick as possible, they bring the body here. This is one of the places where cremation takes place.
What is as quick as
It will be 3 hours.
Is that members of the family?
It's a member of the family, friend. So as quick as possible means 3-4 hours. So you have to. So sometimes what happens, about a month back, my aunt died. So she was quite big. So she died at night, and we had to bring her here. And one of the family members had come to get the wood in the night. So they thought she was a normal Nepalese, And when they saw her body, they said, no, this wood, you need more than 300 kilo, and they added 100 kilo because you cannot add Once you start the fire, until
You
the
cannot
bird,
add.
you cannot add anything. So that's the reason they want little more than is really required. After the cremation is over, they will throw the ashes in the riverside. Whole of the body will turn into ashes at this temperature, except the one part of the spinal cord. They said, when the body turns into ashes, the nerves will just shrink and come out to be this piece. There's like a blackish, you see, the blackish form of the part of the body which will not turn into ashes. That is taken out. They use the bamboo. You see the bamboo when they turn the body, they take it out and they will get a white cloth. And they will put it on the cloth and they will roll that, and the sun will go in the riverside and press it inside, so that the animals will not get that.
Here's the oldest son over here.
Los nervios no se queman, sino que se contraen, y eso lo juntan con la caña de bambú cuando dan vuelta el cuerpo, y después lo envuelven en una tela blanca y lo ponen en el río para que lo lleven.
So he's going around, let's see, just see this, he's going around, it must be the sun, usually it's the sun, so if you don't have the sun, then somebody else will do it.
Ahí se ve como el hijo lo
And the head is always towards the north and the feet are towards the south, that's the position, they do that.
La cabeza siempre al norte y los pies al sur.
Sometimes, the people are bigger than the pyre. Sometimes you see the legs sticking out. The heads are on the one side and the legs sticking out. When it burns, sometimes the middle portion will burn and they will press the feet from inside.
Once the fire starts, the body starts burning, and it can shrivel up. And I've seen here the fire started, and
so when the husband dies, the property comes directly to her. If the husband had the property, it comes to her and she can survive. If she is not educated, then she can survive. So if she is educated, she can have a job. But it's very sad. But in the society, if the husband dies very early, they think that because of her the husband has died. Even garlic, onion, tomato, we consider they are non-vegetarian.
Non-vegetarian?
That's what we say. It's not. That's what the Nepalese says. You cannot have tomato, no garlic, no onion.
La mujer se viste de blanco durante un año como luto y tiene que seguir una dieta vegetariana.
Seven of them in a straight line. So we can have a view from there, 11 in a straight line.
This is a temple.
This is the temple. All Shiva. All Shiva.
All Shiva.
So, Shiva, when they have show the three,
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
and Shiva is on one side, or
No, they are three gods, but in one they are one. So they two different forms. Creator, Brahma, Vijaya.
¿Quiere sacarse una foto grupal con él entonces?
One moment. Que estoy corriendo.
This is the center of the Buddhist pilgrimage. People which you see are the people who came here from Tibet after the communist invasion in 1959, and the people living in the northern part of the Nepal come here. The one which we went yesterday is worshipped by the local people, the Nyawat from the Kathmandu Valley. So this is by the people living in the northern part of Nepal, and this is also called Temple of Million Dewdrops. That's another name. It's not that common because when they were making this stupa, there was less water, and they used to spread the cloth on the field. Next day they will get the water from the cloth because of the dewdrops, get the water and make the mud paste and made this stupa.
Es un centro de peregrinación tibetano para la gente que viene desde el Tibet. Donde estuvimos ayer es el centro
A mandala is a thing you focus on to get to the center of the world. Like a mandala, it represents the whole world. Square at the base, then the round, then the umbrella. Pyramid and the umbrella at the top represents the earth, water, the fire, the air, and the ether right at the very, very top.
Buddhist temple. This is the Patan Stupa. Okay, this is the interior of Dubar Square in Patan. We're gonna go to lunch now, so we better head on down.
There are a lot of old stuff which has been stolen from here and just goes away. These are original, but from time to time things have been stolen from here. So they are cleaning this place for the festival which is coming. That last year on that day of the festival, as I was coming inside, they have the slaughter of the animals at night. So they had not taken out the big animals from here. As I was entering, I saw 5 big water buffalo on the left hand side. I saw 4 or 5 right out here. Blood all over the place. And just stopped and I said, can you see this? If you are not used to see. So we had to stop the group. Few people came to see because it was blood all over. Some places you see, you only see the head, the body is gone.
I don't want to see it. Yeah.
It's just a tradition. It's not that.
we won't get a chance.
No, you are little early. You are leaving because on the 4th will be the main day. The king will be coming to the parade ground on that day. So maybe we may see something. I will try to please the goddess Kali. You have to make the blood sacrifice. She's not happy without the blood sacrifice.
But they eat it.
It's not thrown. Once the animal is sacrificed, they eat it's offering from God to you. And especially with the goat, when they do the animal sacrifice, they take the consent of the goat. Consent. The goat has to say, yes, I am ready to die. So how do they get the consent? How does a goat give a consent? So before they make the animal sacrifice, they put flour, they put rice on the head of the goat, and from down below they will splash the water. Once it has the water in the tummy, it wants to get rid of the water. So it tries to just see the head nod. You see the nodding of the head, and then they say, he has given the consent, go ahead.
You know another reason why there's a doorstep when you go into the temple, sometimes at night.
Yeah.
Because when you go in, you have to bow your head.
You have to look.
Respect, where you have to look, but the idea is bowing your head.
Okay, and here's the Golden Temple.
You can take pictures. I will take you to this place where you cannot take photographs. If you want to step in the courtyard, we go up. From the sides you can see. If you want to step on the courtyard, you have to take off your It's leather shoes. Paintings are gold.
Okay, this is the Golden Temple.
Can he go down with that? Is the leather on top?
Plastic is allowed, only leather is not allowed. That's all. The Golden Temple. This is the finest and the richest monastery in Patan. There are about 2,500 families who belongs to this monastery. If you are the member of this monastery, before you get married, you become monk for a couple of days, and then you marry. The head priest of this monastery is a boy who is less than 12 years old. A person above 12 years old cannot be the head priest. When Buddhism was flourishing, Hindus prevented bigger people to come inside and pray. Then the Buddhists thought of an idea, sit a small boy, and nobody will think that he can be a priest. So they saw a boy wanting to come inside, they allowed him inside. We did the religious ceremony at that time, and that is the tradition to still to have a boy who is less than 12 years as a head priest, and then another boy who is older than him, who will tell him what he has to do. He's too young to know all the formalities.
Is this gold or brass?
No, it's a brass, but no, we call it gold. There's a figure of Nama Sangiti on the right, which is pure gold. This has a stupa inside here. Swayambhunath Stupa. Small version of the miniature version is inside this temple.
Make it smooth. Go ahead.
Percent.
100%. Okay.
Mina. Oh. You look,
Gosh.
you look ravishing.
Rick, where are you?
Yes.
Where are you, Rick?
I'm in Kathmandu at the Everest Pashmina
I see.
Arts.
Okay.
A fine
Oh, wow.
Whoever is going, you're going to give that one to us.
Well,
Love it.
it could be that Tani will say, no, I want the rest one instead of the black one.
Oh, now this is a good combination.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah.
And the final one is this.
Are you getting caught under the collar?
You won't even be able to see me here. Okay, this is the
Okay.
traditional classic for the opera.
Oh, yay!
Okay, this is Bhaktapur, city of Bhaktapur outside Kathmandu. And taking pictures here. It's on a holy day for the Hindus. So lots of animal sacrifices, and haven't seen any here today, but we did at the other Hindu place. Here we go.
Clean because of the contribution you are giving as you are entering this place. And this is the Golden Gate. You see this in postcard. This is one of the highlights of Bhaktapur, the Golden Gate. This is the main entrance of the palace. In front of the palace you see the king. This is the
Esta es la ciudad.
city has been renovated by the Germans. The Germans. The whole of the city was renovated by the Germans. They paved the road, they helped in sanitation, they helped in cottage industry, chemically treated all the beautiful wood cabins. Helmet coal was here in 1989, and they did quite, it was not in a good condition, so they wanted to help. They worked here for about 10, 11 years. Renovation, they did the renovation. And it's a continuation process. So the place where the
And it's the backside of Square Bhaktapur. Hi, Matilda.
Hello, how are you, Rick?
Good. See the boy flying a kite. Hi, Taj. Let's see. This is the restaurant on top. They got a water buffalo down there. It's going to be sacrificed sometime. Here's outside one of the chortens.
That'll kill it in her.
Yeah. That's part of This market is more interesting, right?
Yes.
Than the other one, yeah. This is like the locals, you see the locals I mean, that's exactly what we meant to do.
Yeah, that's right. One on one side, one on the other.
Yeah. I mean, we meant
turn into ashes, and the ashes are thrown in the river, in the field. It has potash contained. Any of you smoke cigarette? No. कोई भी खाना ही ना. We wanted to cigarette too.
Healthy people.
We don't smoke, you know. Usually we don't smoke. So smoking is 76% of the